Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Beach Homes Realty and beach-homes.com. Today I want to talk about this question. Should I use an escalation clause when buying a beach home? So, this is something that shifted over the last several years, particularly COVID, and prices went up, and now there's been a shift. So first off, what is an escalation clause? Well, in simple terms, it's an automatic price increase formula. So you bid some price on a house that the seller will see, and then there'll be increments. And so if two bids are submitted and somebody is above your price, then your price would automatically, through the formula, increase. And sometimes if you have two of them with escalation clauses, they'll step over each other. This was very popular during the COVID frenzy. Why do you do this? Well, one of the reasons is to keep your offer competitive. If you just submit a price and it doesn't measure up, they may not come back to you for another bid. Someone else just may outbid you. So it's a way to attempt that your offer automatically stays competitive. Now, since COVID, and this frenzy has calmed down, these are not as popular. It's also become less popular because sellers and the selling agents, they're not interested in doing all this math. It can be very complicated. If you are in the fortunate situation of having a number of offers and they all have escalation clauses, they don't all work the same. Some can be an incremental price of one amount, some another. They have ceilings. You also have to present to the people proof that your escalation clause should have been triggered, that here was a proof of another offer that triggered your clause to go. It's a lot of work. It's also we're in a stage now that we're not in quite the same frenzy that would trigger these escalation clauses. Another reason to do this, though, is it can add some confusion because there can be a lot more to offer than just the money that a clause can trigger. You can offer timing of when you take possession. You could offer things that could be something about closing costs. So the escalation clause alone is about money, but there are other factors in your offer. One thing that we've seen, though, is despite all this, one of the reasons that these call them out of favor as well is that sellers are just fatigued. They're like, look, just give me your best offer. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to play games. And so it's become a more no-nonsense world. Now, one thing that's also interesting in this no-nonsense thing is this varies very much by local market. Overall, nationally, these have become a bit depressed in all these beach markets around the country, but they still happen, and in some markets, they may be very popular. So the answer is, should I use an escalation clause while buying a beach home? Maybe, if it suits you. Check with your local market. If your buying agent thinks it can give you an advantage, by all means. Just be aware it could turn off some sellers, and some of them may have in their instructions not to do it. I hope this information's been helpful. Be sure and visit us at beach-homes.com, where you can see tens of thousands of properties for sale in states in the Atlantic and Gulf Coast right now, as well as understand the market if you're getting ready to sell. Reach out. Our agents will be glad to guide you whether you need an escalation clause or not in each of your markets. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.